You want to say hi? Say hi, Cash Money, baby. Say hi. You just want to bite me? Huh? Say hi, Cash Money, baby. You don't want to say hi to them? He's never rocking with the camera. He never wants to be on camera. Cash Money. Say hi, baby. Say I'm mommy's baby. He just wants to bite me. So I'm gonna wait for a couple y'all to get in here because I need to have a conversation with y'all. I'm really irritated. I feel like I shouldn't have to address this, but I'm gonna address it because I also feel like a lot of people like look up to me, look up to my channel. A lot of people message me about how I'm inspirational to them, and like I feel like I shouldn't really have to address this, but it's sitting on my spirit. So like we're gonna talk about it today. If you guys haven't seen my video, hey y'all, I love all y'all. Okay, I'm gonna address your comment too. Theodore, whatever your last name is, I'm gonna address your comment too, okay? At the end of the day, y'all need to understand that YouTubers are regular people, okay? If you pull up in my city, I'm not famous. I'm not none of that. Y'all see how I come on camera. I don't have time to be fake and phony on here. If you message me a comment and you say something rude, I'm going to address you like I would address anybody else in the street, okay? So, I mean, like, I don't have time to be fake and phony. If you comment something on my video, I'm going to comment back whatever I want to say. Look at Cash. Look, my dog said, I'm ready. Who want it? Nah, he likes to play. So it's annoying sometimes because like I feel like people will comment, just for example, they'll come on and be like, you're hella ugly, and then I'm like, okay, you're hella ugly too, and I clap back and it's like, you're hella rude. Like, what? If you pulled up on anybody in the street and has something rude to say and they responded back, wouldn't you be like, okay, I'm gonna give you the same energy that you giving me? But that's not what we're talking about. So what we're addressing is, if you guys had watched my video that I had uploaded yesterday, I had basically stated that I charge $450 for my bohemian box braids, which I do, and I'm not taking that back. I do. And people were like outraged and like, oh my God, and this and that. And I'm really disappointed that like there's an issue with what I charge for my pricing. So I'm going to like address it because I feel like as someone who's in the hair industry, I really like want people to understand that like the most important part about being an entrepreneur, I said entrepreneur, I can't even talk, about being an entrepreneur and about just owning your own brand and your own business is that you really have to know your self-worth and your value. As a stylist, as whatever you're doing, an artist, a freaking designer, anything, you have to know your worth, right? So it's disappointing that I'm telling you guys what I charge, what I make. I wouldn't be charging something that people aren't willing to pay. Like, I'm fully booked. When I open my schedule, I can no lie put 40 slots and all 40 slots are taken. Like it took me a while to get to a point where I knew and understood like what my worth and my value was as a stylist. It took me a while to understand that I have like a unique talent, and YouTube has really helped me realize that. But yeah, I'm just disappointed that like as a community, like y'all tearing me down for what I charge. Like, you should be like, damn, sis, I'm trying to get on your level. Like, I'm only making $200 on my box braids. I'm trying to figure out how I can get to 500. That's how I feel when I see people who are, more successful than me or making more than me. I'm trying to figure out how I can elevate and get to the next level, right? And I really feel like as Black women, we are so smart. We are so talented. And very often we sell ourselves short because we feel bad for other people. Like when I first started doing hair, I would only charge like $100 for box braids, $80 for box braids. And I had so many people tell me like, what? You're crazy. Like, and back then I wasn't as good as I was now, but I was still way above an $100 price range. And I feel like it's so often that we try to tear people down. Like, I'll look at somebody and be like, what the hell? Like, she's charging $500 for this. But like, I'm proud of sis. Like, I'm at a point now where I'm like, dang, I'm trying to get to that level. Like, braiding in itself, I feel like is such a craft. It's such like a skill that not everybody can do, clearly, because if they could, everybody would be doing it. That I feel like we are so undervalued and underpaid when it comes to the hair industry. Like, when I hear about what people pay to get bundles, to get sew-ins that don't last like half the time as a lot of my braided styles, I can't speak for everybody else now, that last for half the time as my braided styles last, I'm like, damn, like, you know, we're on our feet for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. And really, if you sat on my live before, you know that a lot of the styles I do it in half the time as many other stylists do, and better quality. So that in itself right there is really just like, I'm not about to charge $100, $250, right? So when it comes to the bohemian box braids, I always say this in my videos, like, I use 100% human hair because I feel like synthetic hair doesn't last, right? The average stylist will use synthetic hair and not give a flying fiduck, but I really care about the quality of my work, right? And when people get a style, I want them to have the style for a while. Like, I want it to last, because obviously that's how you get clients to come back. It might look cute, right? But it might look cute, but yeah, it doesn't last, right? So first of all, just to clear up, because I saw a comment, I don't charge $450 for box braids. I charge $450 for bohemian box braids. There's a difference, okay? If you go on my page and you look at what my pricing is for box braids, I don't charge $450. Do I think that would be ridiculous? Yeah, it's a little much, okay? So let me finish. The reason why I charge so much is, number one, I have to look at what the hair costs. The human hair that I use, it costs usually anywhere from like $60 to $80 per pack. It really depends on where I get it from. Hold on, y'all. My fiance is calling me. Like, what? Why do y'all want to call me? Why do y'all want to reach me when I'm on live? So yeah, the human hair that I use, hold on. What's up, babe? Oh, that was probably old. I'm gonna call you back, okay? Because I'm on live. Okay, bye. So the human hair that I use, it usually ranges from 60 to 80 bucks, right? And I provide all the hair for my client styles. So basically all my clients need to do is show up. I have all of the braiding hair. I have all the human hair, everything. So human hair in itself, like I said, costs what it costs. On top of that, I have to buy braiding hair. On top of that, there's products that I have to use. On top of that, I have booth rent. On top of that, I am a licensed cosmetologist. So for people who are trying to come for me like, you're a kitchen stylist, oh no, baby, that's what I'm not, okay? I paid $26,000 to go to cosmetology school. I got my license, okay, which a lot of y'all friends, whoever is doing hair in their kitchens, a lot of those people don't have, okay? And on top of that, I'm in a salon, okay? A lot of the people that you guys see in my videos are people that I know personally. So I have no problem doing them at my home because I have a setup in my home. There was a time when I was doing hair at my house before I had the clientele that I have now. Now I don't have to, now I don't have to take people at my home anymore because I just have way too many people coming in and out of here, and that's not cool. So anybody that you guys see in my videos, especially if they're at my house, I know them personally. It's very rare that I will put someone that I don't know in my videos because I like to work on hair that I've like worked on before. And when it's just like a new client, I'm not about to be kikiing with you on camera. So yeah. For people who are trying to come for me like, yeah, when you're doing hair in your kitchen, when you're not licensed, like, baby, I'm licensed and I can do hair wherever I want to do because my license follows me, okay? That comment irritates me so much because I feel like even if I was a kitchen stylist, even if I was not licensed, talent is talent, and that's period. Just because you don't have a license and you're doing hair in your home does not diminish the quality of your work. Maybe your surrounding may not be as professional, but even when I was only doing hair out of my house, like, my setting was always very professional. I make sure my place was clean when people showed up. Like, it was never hella kids running around here. It was never a ghetto type of environment, period. So I wasn't charging what I charge now just because I wasn't really at the level I was at now. But I still charge for the quality of my work. I don't understand why people have to like dumb down their prices just because they're in a kitchen. That doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So all of that stuff goes into play when I make my prices, right? So already just off tops on products, I'm already spending 100 to 120 just on products alone. Then you're sitting in my stylist chair that cost me $250. I'm standing on my anti-fatigue mat. I'm on my feet for 3 to 4 hours, right? So let's do some math here for you broke bitches in the back. I'm gonna do some math, okay? I'm gonna just start by saying that anybody who does like any type of skill, I feel like that's a trade, or if you're like an entrepreneur, or if you're like doing, like offering a skill that is not, you know, y'all know what I'm trying to say. I feel like you should not be working at minimum wage. Like when I was working a desk job, I had worked a desk job before. I was making a little bit over minimum wage. Okay, cool. But now I'm doing an acquired skill. I'm on my feet. I'm working for more than minimum wage, and that's on period. Okay. I'm in California. Minimum wage, I don't even know what it is, but a long time ago it was $15. So just so y'all can get an idea, because y'all know California be raping people. Okay. So I charge $450. Okay. I'm gonna subtract 120. Oh, I can't even do math. I'm gonna subtract 120, and then I'm gonna get to y'all comments too. I'm gonna subtract 120. Okay. We're at 330. This is 330 is my profit, right? Which honestly, for like regular box braids in a small size and in a full size, those box braids were really full. It is very common in California for people to charge $300 for box braids, right? So I'm just gonna make that clear. Okay, so really when I'm charging for the actual style would be 330. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and divide that. It usually takes me 4 hours. So 330 divided by 4 is $82 an hour and 50 cents. Okay. That's what I'm working for an hour, which is number one, pretty average. Okay. The average person would probably take 6 to 8 hours to do what I did in 3. Okay. So let's take 330 divided by 6. If this was you, you would be working for $50 or $55 an hour, which is reasonable, right? So not only that, but like you guys have to think about light bills, rent, booth, all of the things that go into like me being a stylist is what I'm charging for. And my thing is if you looked at somebody's pricing and you were like, okay, I'm not paying $450 for this style. Okay, well, you can go to somebody else. Like there's always somebody cheaper. But for what it takes me, like I try to be really humble on here. Like I'm a very simple person. Y'all know I barely be on here with makeup. I don't come on here. I don't try to flex on people, but I'm gonna let y'all know right now that I make 6 figures on YouTube. So there's no reason for me to even stand behind a chair and take a client. I do it because number one, it's very fun and therapeutic for me. I have like a lot of clientele that I've been having for years, and it's just fun. Like it creates a fun environment for me, but I don't have to do hair. I don't have, if I only wanted to post YouTube videos and do 1 client a day and just record it and post it, like I could do that, right? But I don't. I still take clients. So for me, if you're asking me to step from behind a camera and not record you and to do your hair, you're going to run me a check. And that's on period. You're going to run me a check because that's what I feel like my time is worth. That's how I value my time. I'm not a hater. Like anybody who meets me in real life is like, you're so humble. Like, I feel like I just know you, like you're hella cool, this and that. Like, but you're going to charge me. I mean, you're going to pay for my time. So it's just like, y'all, I really need y'all to understand, like, because I know a lot of people look up to me. And like I said, it took a long time for me to get this, it took a long time for me to like get to this point where I felt comfortable enough like charging what I was worth and like really chasing after my bag. Like, especially if you're a braider, a lot of you guys come in my DMs on Instagram, and I could fact check everything that I say because y'all know I don't sit in front of y'all and lie. A lot of y'all come in my DMs and y'all send me pictures of your work and you say like, oh, how much should I charge for this? I charge $60. And any one of y'all who have come in my DMs and told me that you've charged $60 for box braids, no, off tops, I've already told you, like, you're robbing yourself. You're robbing yourself. You're robbing yourself. You can't be scared of people saying that like, oh, like, I don't want to charge this because such and such doesn't want to pay. I don't want to charge this because people complain about my pricing. Like, there's always going to be somebody cheaper. There's always going to be somebody who complains. Even when I was hella cheap, people were complaining, right? And a stylist had told me when I was in beauty school, because I was like, well, you know, I just don't feel comfortable charging. A stylist had told me, like, first of all, if you're opening your schedule and if you're opening your schedule and your schedule is fully booked in 10 minutes and you're telling me that you're offering 30 to 40 appointments a month, either you're too good or you're too cheap. And if you're too good, then you should raise your prices. If you're too cheap, you should raise your prices. And that really stuck with me, because after she had told me that, she had had a whole conversation with me, because she was telling me, like, as a stylist, you have to think about everything. Like, it's not only booth rent, it's not only your time, it's the wear and tear on your body, it's the wear and tear on your equipment. Think about how many times people are coming and sitting in your stylist chair that you paid $350 for. Think about how many times you're standing on your anti-fatigue mat. It's going to eventually get old. Think about your light bill. Think about, you know, your combs that you have to invest in, your products, all of that stuff that you have to invest in. And then really, like, sit back and say, do I really want to do all of this just to make $20, $30 an hour? Like, no. Stylists are trying to buy houses just like you, bankers, lawyers, all of that. Like, I'm trying to do the same exact thing that you guys are doing. Somebody commented on my video yesterday and was like, well, I just think that $450 is a lot because it's a pandemic and it's hard times for people. You think it's not hard times for me? Like, you think I'm not working? I know you guys see me on YouTube and you're like, oh, hee, kiki, like, it's cool making a video. No, baby, because Pana, I edit all my own videos. I record all my own videos. I come up with all my own content. I purchase all my own equipment to do my videos. I help put other people on YouTube. I literally work so hard that I feel like a lot of people look and you're like, oh, like, it's just a YouTube. Oh, no, baby. Because if it was just that easy, then everybody who had a YouTube channel would be popping. Like, there's times when I stayed up literally for 24 hours recording videos after videos after videos. I have literally so many videos on my phone that I don't even share because I feel like the quality is not where I need it to be, or maybe a braid was off, and I know how people be coming for me. Like, I'm out here struggling too. So I'm not about to be like, oh, it's a pandemic and people are struggling, so instead of charging $200, I'm gonna sell myself short and only charge $100 because I feel bad for other people. Like, there's a bunch of people trying to get it during the pandemic, and I'm no different. Like, you know, I support a household basically. So it's just crazy to me that, like, people, you know, come at me for like this and that, you know, and especially just being the person that I am, like, I don't even charge based off the clout. Like, a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's DOPEaxxPANA. And I'm just like, the fuck? Like, I'm hella regular, right? I don't even charge for me being who I am. Like, I just charge based off of my time. You know, when I have to take time away from my family and stand here and do your hair for 4 hours, hella people are like, oh, you're so quick. You're so quick. Like, yeah, bitch, because I'm not trying to be standing up doing hair all day, you know? Like, I have to take time out of my life to do something. And if I'm going to do that, then this is what I'm going to charge. And when you guys do get to my level, because I'm hoping that everybody will get here, you have to realize and understand that you're not going to be, your brand, your business is not going to be suitable for everybody, right? I had to get into that mindset where I'm like, damn, I really want to service everybody. I really don't want to say no to everybody. But you will get to a certain point in your career where you have to be comfortable saying no, and you have to be comfortable understanding that everybody's budget is not going to fit what you're asking for, right? So it got to a point where I couldn't service some of my old clients because my box braids went from $100 to $200, and they're like, well, I can't afford it. Well, I mean, at this point, like, I'm sorry, I've outgrown you as a stylist, and we just gonna have to part our separate ways. Now, my friends, my family, there's a lot of people that I do, stuff for, just like discounted or for free and stuff like that. But, you know, if you want to grow and elevate in your business, that's just part of that, is that you have to grow and elevate. You have to be comfortable telling people no and all of that stuff. Now, I'm not uncomfortable at all. I'm like, you not the one for me. But it's just crazy because I feel like I don't know. I just like I want to see other people elevate, and I'm so proud of where I've gotten. Like it was just really sitting on my spirit that people were so appalled like, "Oh no, I would never charge this. I would never charge that." Like why, like I don't understand why you didn't look at that video and like, "Damn, sis is charging 450. Like let me tap into this video and see how I could get to where sis is getting, because I just don't understand how you'll invest in some bundles. You'll pay $300 for your bundle install to get your frontal done. That's peeling back after 2 weeks. But you want to come for braiders for charging you, what we charge you. Like, I don't understand that. I really don't. When you got to go home and glue your frontal down every 2 weeks, baby, you don't have to touch my braids in 2 weeks at all. You don't got to do nothing, no maintenance. And I'm not perfect as a stylist, but I'm just saying, like, people always try to like come, they try to come for braiders and stuff like, y'all have all of this, blah, 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 blah. Like we're working hard. My hands, I've gotten to the point recently where my hands have started to hurt a little bit. I've been doing a lot of hair or whatever. And, I've been really thinking like, man, I really have to start just valuing my time and my business and seeing like what direction I want to go, because as a braider, like there's no way I could stand behind a chair every single day for 8, 10, 12, 14 hours and just do hair straight. So where you at? So yeah. Another thing, I just saw something in the comments too. It doesn't even have to be about living in California. I only say that to say that the cost of living in California, we are the 3rd highest state to live in. I think Hawaii is number 1, DC is number 2, and California is number 3, okay? A house in California, $500,000. I'm going through the process of actually getting ready to purchase a home, and it's very expensive to live out here. And it's very hard to make it out here in general. I'm very fortunate that I actually grew up in California. So I've had a lot of stuff laid out for me just being out here, but it doesn't matter where you are. Like if your time is worth $200, if your time is worth $450, if your time is worth $300, you have to value yourself. You have to value your time. If you've been a fan of my channel, I don't like doing lemonade braids and I don't like doing bohemian box braids. So if I'm doing it, I'm adding an extra $50 on it because I have an attitude while I'm doing it. I don't like doing bohemian box braids because they're hella tedious. I feel like people get underpaid for them. So I had to come up with a price in my head. I'm like, if I'm going to sit here and do lemonade braids, I'm charging $80 an hour, period. I'm not doing lemonade braids for less than $240 because I don't like to do it, period. I don't. And that's part of being an entrepreneur is I could do what I want to do. I don't have to offer lemonade braids at all. So I picked a price where I will feel comfortable doing it when I get to the salon. Now, if you ask me to do some lemonade braids and you're going to pay me $300, sis, I'm pulling up. You don't even got to hold your head down. I'll braid it 3 times. But I'm not doing it for $120 because I don't like to do it. And that's how I feel with bohemian box braids. I'm not doing it for less than $450 because I already don't like to do it. I'm really, really quick. And I just, no, you're going to run me a check if you want me to do it. If not, there's always going to be somebody cheaper. There's always going to be somebody who's better, who's cheaper. You feel free to go to them, but it's just not going to be me, sis. So I supply the products, the hair, all that. All my client has to do is show up, which is beneficial for me and is beneficial for my client. Somebody had asked if people bring their own hair, is it still going to be $450? If they brought their own human hair, I may knock some down. But honestly, you're going to pay more than I paid to get the hair. So if you want to bring your own hair, by all means, like go to the beauty supply because then you really going to see. Because I've had people do that before, like, yeah, I just want to buy this hair or whatever. They'll buy some like cheap $3.99 hair. And it won't be enough hair, so we got to make an extra trip to the beauty supply. Or they'd be like, well, my hair tangled. Okay, well, I literally told this girl she wanted to get the bohemian box braids. I told her I don't use synthetic hair. Yes, it's cheaper. I don't use it because blah, 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 blah. Everything I've told you in the videos, it tangles. It doesn't last long. You're not going to get your length and your time out of this style. I personally do, like, my biggest fear is somebody coming back to me and being unsatisfied with their style. So I really make sure that I set their style up for success. I'm not doing it with with synthetic hair, because I already know I'm gonna hear from you a week from now about how your hair is tangled. What can you do to untangle it? I'm just not gonna do it. So a girl was like, oh, well, that's just like expensive. So I'm like, all right, go ahead, sis. Sure enough, she gets it done. She brings her own hair, some free tress synthetic hair. I'm thinking like, I told this motherfucker, but I'ma still do it. So I do it for her. And a week later, she's like, yeah, you know, you were right about this hair. And I just wanted to know if we could cut it out and put human hair. No, we can't, because human hair can't just be crocheted in. And I'm like, I already told you, like, there's really nothing that I can do at this point. You can cut the pieces off and wear your hair in some regular box braids. But it's like, I've been doing this. Like, I've been doing this. So next time, I want to say next time you should just listen, because so yeah. But yeah, y'all need to stop trying me in the comment section. I really I really know that I shouldn't feed into negativity. I shouldn't feed into like what people think, because at the end of the day, like it doesn't, honestly, like it doesn't really bother me, but it's just like I have to say something back, because y'all, I'm an Aries. So anytime y'all say something and y'all think y'all about to say something to me, I'm clapping back, period. Like I just am. So it'd be hecka funny, because I be trying, like I literally be sitting in front of my phone like please don't respond. Like, Braid, don't feed into it. Like, just ignore it. But then I just can't help it. Like, I just have to say something back. So this was really, yes, London, you an Aries girl. So yeah, this was just sitting on my spirit. I was literally up last night thinking about it, because I'm just like, oh, why are people so pressed? Why are people so pressed? Y'all act like I reached out to you personally and was like, I'm doing your hair tomorrow. It's $450 and you're getting bohemian box braids and you're paying me. I didn't. People have a choice. People have a choice. And then my other styles are really not that expensive. For my knotless box braids, for a medium size, I charge $240, which in California, that's like pretty average. I'm actually cheap. Like I started doing a little bit of research in my area, and I was like, sis is getting $300 for a medium size. I say, oh yeah, no. We gonna add an extra $40 to that. You know, so yeah. It's so funny, because a lot of people ask me on my videos, can you do videos about oh, Miosha, I'm not even tripping, girl. It's all good. It's all good. What was I gonna say? Y'all, okay, anybody who I've clapped at in the comment section, because Miosha, I kind of like got at you a little sideways, you know. It wasn't like what you said per se, because a lot of times what you guys comment, I may or may not agree with, but y'all got to understand, like, I see so many negative comments on my channel, which is so annoying, because I feel like, number one, I'm super talented. Number two, I share a lot of like free game with you guys. And the only reason I do it is because a lot of the stuff I learned, I like taught myself. You know, I don't really teach y'all stuff I learned in cosmetology school, which really doesn't pertain to what I do anyway. But I feel like I give away so much free information. I like tell you guys products. You know how hard it is to find out what products a braider uses? I know, because when I like first got on Instagram, I got so many messages ignored. I feel like I always try to cater to what you guys want to see. And so it's like the fact that people come on my channel who don't know me and like make comments, or like I could tell you only watch this one video. Somebody was like, all you do is braid on blow dried hair. I said, fake fan. You can't be a fan, because what are you talking about? Half my clients are not even blow dried. So what are you talking about? Or they'll be like, you're so, like, somebody said something about me looking like a dyke. Like, do you really think I care? I'm engaged. I don't care. So it's like the little comments. Hold on, oh, y'all want to know something funny? Yesterday, one of my subscribers was on live. I don't even know how I started following her, but one of my subscribers was on live, and I was like, oh, it would be really cool for me to just pop in this live. Let me just see like if she knows me or whatever, right? And so I popped in her live. It was only like 2 people, so I sat there for a little second. And she was like, is that Pana? So y'all, I went live with her. I was looking like this. Like literally, I was on live like with my hair poking up. I said, I'm not gonna show my face because I forgot that when you go live with somebody on Instagram, it tells your followers too. I said, yeah, I gotta go because I gotta go. But she was so excited. And I was like, yesterday I was just in an irritated mood because of all of the like annoying ass comments. So I was in an irritated ass mood, and it just made my day because she was like, oh my God, that was Pana. And I still, y'all, when y'all be freaking out talking to me, I be like low-key freaking out inside because I'm like, damn, like, y'all like me like that? Because I'm hecka weird. So it was hecka funny. I like doing that because y'all be so geeked, and in my head, I be low-key geeked because I'm like, is she really geeked over me? Like, I'm hella regular. So yeah, I love all y'all. I love all y'all. I just heard kids. I thought that was my nephew, but it's not. Oh, look at my dog is acting cute. Say hi, mommy, baby. So yeah, I just had to like really, I just had to really talk about that because, yeah, anybody that you guys see in my videos, I never charge them full price because most of those people I either ask to be in my video or they'll like want something and I'll be like, oh, you should get this, you know? So I'm not going to charge them full price. So my client in that video, I can't even remember what I charged her, but she didn't pay full price, but people do, like people do pay. Y'all need to, even if you slowly increase y'all prices, y'all need to increase it a little bit. So yeah, it's very high. Oh girl, it's hella high to live in LA, but yeah, so I'm starting to get to a point. Our salon has been closed because our county is still quarantined. Y'all know California has the highest cases of COVID right now. So our salons are not able to open. We can only do hair outside, which like I'm not gonna do. Yes, I do. I do answer all my DMs. I'm not going to do hair outside. So it's been getting to a point where like I've been doing so well on YouTube, like I said, that I don't really need to like go back in the salon. So I've been thinking about just only recording and doing hair and stuff and focusing a little bit more on me and Bree's channel. But yeah, y'all, like I was so irritated yesterday. I'm happy that I could just, the heat is too loud for that. And I said, first of all, Governor, what do I look like braiding hair outside? I be hella sweating. I can't watch TV. Although my my auntie, like she went to an outside salon and it looked so nice. Like this dude had built a salon. I don't know if it was at his house or where it was, but I was like, what? Like it was hella raw looking. He had a stand-up wash, like all of this stuff. It was actually pretty cool. But for me, I need to watch my Love and Hip Hop. I need to watch my ratchet shows or I'm not gonna survive. So yeah, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. I'm not even going to address no more comments pertaining to that on my channel, but because I know like a lot of you guys look up to me, I really want to tell you guys that, like I said, as a braider, I don't care if you're starting out. I don't care if it's your first time. Don't do stuff for free. Like you need to, okay, actually I'm gonna take that back because I do stuff for free. So I'm not gonna say don't do stuff for free, but when you're starting out, like you really need to learn to value yourself. It took me a very long time to learn to value myself. I would be so scared to increase my prices, even if it's like $20. I would be like, well, people are gonna like freak out or like nobody's gonna pay. Every single time I increase my prices, booked. So I just say it to say, like, even if you start with $10, even if you hop off this live and increase your prices by $10, like you have to set your value. You have to like know your worth. And in a business like this, where I don't have a boss who's like telling me to get up and work, I'm not getting a like set paycheck every 2 weeks. Even YouTube, my paycheck with YouTube fluctuates. If I post more, I make more. In a business like this, where you really have to fend for yourself, you really have to make sure that you set yourself up for success. When I first started braiding, I was only charging $100 for box braids. I would still provide the hair. So really, I was only making about $60 in profit. Like, what can I really save from that? Okay, if I save $30 from a head, then, you know, I'm saving $30 ahead and then I spend $30 on some food, okay, and I'm about to be broke again next week. Like, it got to a point where I was literally braiding from like 8 a.m. to 12 at night and only making $300 a day. And I started to think in my head, like, bruh, at the end of the day, I'm dead tired. I'm shaking. Like, why? This is not how it should be. I want to do 2 heads and make 600 a day, you know? And then once you start doing that, like once I started making real money from doing hair, once I started actually charging, and I'm like, okay, I just did a head of box braids, which usually takes me 3 hours. I'm like, I just did a head of box braids and made 300. Like, and I was working for 12 hours a day and not even touching this. Like, you're gonna start feeling different, and you're not gonna start feeling bad. You know, because people are going to pay for what they want. Another thing I want to say, too, is I noticed that when I had went in the salon, I did increase my prices. My salon was really nice. The location was really nice. It was a very professional setting. And now I had to pay booth rent, right? So I noticed that when I started to increase my pricing, my clientele changed. And it's not to say, like, I don't want to do hair for, like, people who are in the hood or blah, 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 whatever. But my clientele changed. Like, I have more of like a high-end working class clientele, when before it was like Pookie's cousin and Pookie's sister, which is not bad, but like those are the people that like complain. You know, like I have a very professional clientele. I don't have to worry about them coming in smelling like weed. I don't have to worry about them showing up late to their appointments. They're very professional. They're very respectful of my time, and vice versa. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this. Bray, sorry about my living in Cali Point. I know your time is worth a lot. Yeah, I mean, anybody who like, I was actually gonna go through my comments from yesterday and delete my comments. Like, I don't want y'all to think that like I'm like a rude person and I was just clapping back at y'all, but like I feel like I said, like as a Black woman, especially me, because I come on here and I try to like build a lot of us up. Like I said, like I'm not saying like I'm out in the community and doing stuff and giving back, but like I teach a lot of you guys like all of the stuff that I know that you would have to pay thousands of dollars for like classes for. Like, I just feel disappointed that people are like seeing my work and devaluing me. Like, if I want to charge $1,000 and people are paying it, yes, sis, be about that coin, you know? So, I'm like, I'm not like, I don't want people that I talked to yesterday or that I commented back at yesterday to feel like I don't like them or like, you know, I hate you as a subscriber. But it's just kind of like, I wanted people to really see and understand where I'm coming from. Like, you really have to set yourself up to make a profit. If you have to really think about all the products, all the time that you're spending, the hair that you're buying. People look at a case of Shine and Jam, and a case of Shine and Jam is $10, right? So, you know, $10, excuse me, $10, I could probably use one case of Shine and Jam on, let's say, like 3 to 4 clients, right? You have to break that up. Now I have to add that into the pricing, you know? So I just want people to like, it was just frustrating. I felt like that people didn't understand. I wasn't trying to come for y'all and be like, oh, you stupid ass. You know, I try not to even call people out their name on YouTube because I feel like that's childish. But I don't hate any of you guys. I just wanted to educate you guys, especially if you're trying to be in this business. I'm not saying you got to charge $450. You could charge whatever you want to charge. Because you also have to look at the quality of your work. I'm not, yeah. Ooh, I'm about to drop a video, y'all. I forgot. Let me turn this off though, because I'm on live. But yeah, I'm not saying you have to charge that, but I'm just saying like you got to know your work. Worth. I say your work, your worth. Yeah, okay. Another thing, yeah, Alyssa Ashley paid $750 for her Knowledge box braids. I said, oh yeah, baby, those were small. Those were small and long. And I mean, if she got it and she wants to pay, they looked really good. Like, do I charge $750 for it? No, but shit, I might. Now that I know people, no, I'm just kidding. But, you can't knock people in what they want to do. Dang, I was about to say something. What was I about to say before I read that comment? That is hella true. One of my favorite braiders on YouTube, I looked at her price list and I was like, sis is charging that bag, right? But she's popping on YouTube and she's popping on Instagram. But I'm like, dang, like, how can I get to her level? Like, sis is charging that bag. Like, I'm trying to get, I mean, her small knotless box braids, she charges 500. I charge 300 for mine. I said, I need to watch a couple more videos and figure out how I can get to 500, because that's the type of money I'm making. All right, I'll answer a couple questions. So, do you think stylists should require a deposit? I think it really depends. For a long time, I didn't require a deposit. I started requiring a deposit when I got into the salon, and I noticed that I was a lot more busy because a lot of people weren't unable to get appointments. And so I felt like I wanted to make sure that anybody who booked an appointment slot was really committed to their time and like was not bullshitting me, because obviously, especially with me, I noticed that when I started opening my booking before I like required deposits, heck of people that were not even in California, like they would see me on YouTube and assume I'm from their state, would book me. And then they'll be like, wait, you're in California? When I would text them and I'm like, yeah, like, did you not read? You know, so that's why I started requiring it. I definitely don't think there's anything wrong with it. It definitely, puts a value on your time. And most of the time, people's deposits go towards the style. So really, you know, I liked having deposits because I use that money to make sure like all my materials are purchased and this and that. So yeah, I definitely don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't have a lot of issues with cancellation. So yeah. Ooh, Gabby, are you sick? Yeah, my website is www.stylebybraid.com. I'm actually not accepting clients right now because, like I said, the salon is closed, and I only give only people I'm taking at my house is people that, yeah, I know people don't understand that you don't have to pay for something that's over your price range. You can't afford a set of 450 box braids. Go to where you can. Yeah, I've literally had people who have come to me and they're like, I really can't afford to come to you constantly, but like I save my money up just so I can come to you. Like I do have people like that. And I'm not like, guys, I'm a super humble person. And like I said, I don't like, I'm not trying to flex, but like I don't have to do hair. I don't have to take clients, like I said, because I make a lot of money on YouTube. So like I'm not a shitty person. Like you can ask any client that has come to me, like I jug them so much. I'm like, yeah, just give me 80. That's kind of my problem. Like I be becoming too close to my clients, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, girl, just give me 100. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, damn, I discounted every client today. But I just be so like, rocking with my clients. Like they all hella cool. I be telling Toya when she come over now, like, stop paying. Like, I don't even know why you pay. Just because I literally I have fun doing hair. I have anxiety, and it's really like a release for me. It's very therapeutic for me. So I just be having so much fun that at the end of the day, I'm like, sis, you don't even have to pay me. Like, we just had a whole kiki session. But Toya does, yeah, Toya's always like, girl, no, I'm about to pay you. But I be telling her, like, girl, dump me $60. Like, I'm just trying to, yeah. How would you find them if they charge, how would you find them if you charge a cancellation fee? I don't charge a cancellation fee. I just keep their deposit if they don't show up. But most of the time, I think you're trying to say, like, how would you charge them? A lot of websites let you keep a credit card on file that you would charge. But honestly, I'm such a non-confrontational person that I just don't want to go through all that. Like, I feel like I don't want to go through the hassle of, like, trying to charge you this and that. But I know, like, the stylists in my salon who do lashes, if you don't show up to your apartment, your apartment, if you don't show up to your appointment, they charge you for the full price of the actual style. So like whatever you were gonna get, so baby, they were like, you need to start doing that. But I don't really get a lot of cancellations, so I feel like, yeah, they do this so much to YouTube braiders, especially black women, telling them they gotta undercharge with their talents. It's annoying. Yeah, you know, like I said, I feel like braiders in general are not paid what they should be. Definitely think that we should be making way more than anybody laying a frontal, and that's just that on that. I don't care. Like, I've never seen anybody get a frontal and not tell me that they had to either get it tightened or touched up in 2 weeks. And box braids and stuff like that, you don't have to do that. You know, well, like not for mine. Like that's just how I feel. And I'm not trying to take away from anybody who's doing weaves, sew-ins, frontals, any of that, because with my journey, like starting to actually try to do those things, it's not easy. And it's the same thing, like, you know, not everybody can do it, but a lot of those people who are doing frontals and all of that, they don't even braid down their own clients. Like you have a braider and then you go in and finish the job. And it's just like, for me, I'm doing my whole client's head from start to finish. It's not like another stylist who's doing like a color or cut. I can't have multiple clients in there at a time unless I hire an assistant, which I don't. So it's just like, I'm with my client for 4, 6, 8 hours a day, however long it takes you to do a style. Like, you know, even a person doing a weave, you could have a person getting braided down. Now I'm doing this person over here. I got a wig I'm coloring. Like, it's just, I feel like as a braider, we put so much work into what we're doing to be undervalued. Like, I'm not going to let somebody tell me what I should be charging to do what I'm doing, you know? And then I just factor in a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm really quick. If you sat on my lives, I could do small knotless box braids in 4 or 5 hours. I could do it in 3 probably if I was on, like, woo, when I was doing those bohemian box braids, y'all, when I tell y'all I thought I was gonna faint, I had 3 other clients that day. They were all people that I knew. But by the time I got to her, I was literally like this. Like, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna survive. Like, I'm so tired. But everybody's going on like vacation right now. We're going away to college. So I'm trying to like fit everybody in. But I started my braiding business this year. Any tips will help. I've learned so much from you. You're an amazing talent. I love your channel. Thanks so much. A lot of people ask me for tips. This whole video is like the biggest tip I could give you is just know your worth and value yourself. If you want to ask me like specific questions, that would be easier. You could slide in my DMs and ask me that, because it's really hard to like answer. When people ask me for general tips, it's like there's just so much that I could touch on. But if you want to ask me individual questions, what's your name? Jasmine, go ahead and slide in my DMs on IG and I'll answer for you. Oh, Des, I saw you DM me. I just didn't listen to it, but I saw. I'm a braider and I do not charge that. I feel like you just schooled me. Yeah, I mean, you guys also have to look at like where you're at in your journey. So, I mean, if you're doing braids that are almost slipping off right now, like obviously you have to be realistic with what you're charging. But if you are someone who is growing in your craft, if you are someone who is going to cosmetology school, like I said, I paid $26,000 to go to cosmetology school. How do you think I'm gonna pay that? By charging people $100? No, like I have bills to pay. I have a light bill, a water bill, rent. I have a car note, you know. So you have to like look at where you're at in your journey and obviously like build your prices around that. But for y'all who are in my DMs talking about you charge $40, $60, like Your work is awesome. I'm always amazed at how fast you are. I call it panatize. That's hella cool. I've never heard that. That's so dope. Yeah. You can DM me. Ooh, I could have blocked you. Let me see. Let me see what your name is. No, you should be able to DM me. I have 2 different pages, so maybe try one. But if y'all come in my, y'all, I'll be blickety blocking people. So if y'all have ever come in my DMs and said something out of pocket, I probably blocked you. But if you change, DM me from your spam account and I'll unblock. That's so bad. But yeah, y'all got any questions? Because I've answered some questions before I did. Okay, congratulations, Des. You got accepted into a university, sis. Where you about to go? Where you about to go? Another thing I want to say, because recently, like when I've been clapping back at people, honestly, when I clap back at people on who the fuck is this in my driveway? Oh, that's my daddy. He probably selling something. I'm like, who are these people in my drive? Look, I'm going to show y'all because I know y'all like, what is she talking about? Y'all see them 2 people? I said, who is in my driveway? Yeah, run it up. Congratulations, Des. When people, like, when I clap back on people on YouTube, number one, I feel really dumb because I'm 30. Like, I'm way too old to be arguing with somebody on the internet, okay? So I do feel really dumb, but I also feel like you're not going to talk to me crazy. I'm an Aries, so it's very, like, you know, we're a little crazy. So it's very hard for me to, like, hold back what I want to say. I'm like, I got to have the last word. But also, one of the biggest reasons why I hate clapping back on people on YouTube is because I'm like, people are going to see this and think, like, she's hella rude or she's, like, arrogant. She's stuck up. She's this, she's that. But at the end of the day, like, I show you guys my true self, who I am. Like, if you don't like me, you're just not going to like me. Like, my fiance was telling me, like, you don't even have to tell people, like, what you about to tell them on live. But it's like, This is just me. This is who I am. Like, if you don't like me because I clap back, if you don't like me because of this, because I posted this or that, like, you just don't like me, period. I don't really care about having 1,000 fake fans. Like, I'm going to say what I got to say, and I'm going to do what I got to do, and I'm going to come on here looking how I want to look. And if you don't like it, sis, you can just not click on this video, or you can watch another braider. There's hella braiders on YouTube now, and a lot of them are good. Some of them are better than me, but I'm not about to fake nothing. I don't care if I have 1 subscriber, 1 million subscribers. I really don't care. Like, I'm not about to be fake for nobody on nobody's YouTube. Oh, she's so cute. I'm not about to do it. It's just not going to be me. So you can either like me or you can get this clap back and dip on period. Period. Bree's coming over, and she coming over tonight. She finna get on my nerves. Yeah, it's this lady. She does lace fronts for $1,000. She probably finishes in 1 hour. And my mom used to be a braider, and she only got paid $50. She's African, working in an African braid shop. Yeah. I mean, but like I said, like sew-ins, frontals, all that stuff is really trendy right now. A lot of celebrities get stuff like that. There's like a lot of opportunity in that industry. But I feel like for me, like when I do them now, I'm still learning. So I'm obviously not like a Slay by Jordan, or I am Erica J, or I am Jonathan. Like, I'm not nowhere near none of their level. But like me doing it, I'm like, wow, this is just like, I'm not putting like a lot of effort into it. Like, I feel like the hardest part is like the braid down and the customization of the units and stuff, but a lot of units come customized now, so you don't even have to pluck as much as you used to, because they're trying to make obviously the process easier. So when I'm doing it, I'm just like, wow, this is like hella easy. Like, compared to what I'm doing. Like, you mean I could lay this wig, and like, my friend told me that she paid $300 to get her wig put on. I said, huh? Like, y'all know how quick I be putting Bree's wigs on? And it's not like I said, it's not perfect, but think about me doing that in like an hour to an hour and a half. Somebody who actually does it, like somebody who actually does wigs is probably way quicker than me. I said, baby, if you don't bring your wig over here and let me put that wig on, I don't care if my wig is sitting like this. I'm not paying $300 for that. That's crazy. So, but yeah, I don't like to knock anybody who does what they do. Like I said, they don't go to Arrogant to ask why he charged so much. Right. It's just like you have an option to go to who you want to go to spend what you want to spend. I mean, y'all don't pull up to Louis Vuitton and ask, like, I'm sorry, what makes a Louis Vuitton so much better than a Target purse? Because it's holding the same amount of items. Like, what's the difference? I'm trying to figure out why your purse is $2,000 and I could get a purse that looked just like it at Target. You don't pull up to Louis Vuitton and ask, you just buy it because you want to flex. Like, no. I'm sorry. I'm not lowering my standards for anybody. If you don't want to come, I should do a makeup tutorial, huh? Because I'd be a whole catfish out here. I'm actually about to do one. I recorded one, y'all. It was literally so funny. But I was like, I can't post this. Like, I was looking so crazy. But yeah, y'all don't pull up on other people. Like, what? I'll never forget this. I was in beauty school. Y'all know I went to Paul Mitchell, and every Thursday they would bring like somebody in the industry to like talk. And this guy came in there. I'm not sure what his name is, but I loved him so much. He was P. Diddy's barber, and what was his name? He was P. Diddy, Tupac, and Biggie's barber, right? And he came and talked to us just about being in the industry and about being a celeb stylist or whatever. Brace yourself. He was a barber, okay? He told me, because I was basically talking to him about being an influencer, and I was just like, blah, 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 this and that. He told me, who deleted comments? He told me that he charges at least $1,000 for a haircut. I said, what? You know how quick you could get a haircut? That's 45 minutes. $1,000 for a haircut? I was thinking like, well, who's paying that? But celebrities do. You might want you an exclusive barber. $1,000, I'll walk on my tippy toes to wherever you staying and braid your hair. I'll braid it, take it down, and braid it again. Like, but in my head, I was thinking like, well, damn, like in my head when he told me, I was like, first of all, who the fuck is paying $1,000 for a haircut? But Tupac, Biggie, and P Diddy are. He told me he told me he was working for P Diddy and he made $10,000. I can't remember if he said a day or $10,000 a week or like what it was, but I started to think in my head like, because I was like, who's paying $1,000? But he told me, he was like, my clientele is not the everyday person, and I know that. You know, my clientele is elite artists. You know, his clientele, he might cut, you know, Trey Songz, he might cut a Chris Brown. They can afford that. He's like, I'm not looking to take every Smo Joe off the street. I've surpassed that level. And then it started sitting with me. I'm like, damn, it's making sense. You know, I'm out here trying to please everybody. You can't do that. You know, I have a different type of clientele than what y'all are working with, you know? So it has to be celebrities, but at the end of the day, like, I can't knock him. Like, people can, you would be surprised what people would pay for. People can afford it. You just have to set your value. Like, I have to look at myself and say, I'm not accepting less than $1,000. I'm not accepting less than $450. And you would be surprised that people would pay it. And that's the thing. That's the thing where I'm like, how could you watch this video and not look and say like, damn, well, I'm trying to learn how Pana got to that level where people are paying $450 versus you saying like, I would never pay. I would never do this. Well, people do. Because the last time when I actually raised the price to $450, because I was actually charging like $300 or $280 or something like that, which at the end of the day, like I said, I'm already paying $120 on products. So me charging $280, I'm only getting what, $160. That's what I'm really making for the style. So I had started charging $450, and I had told my fiance, I was like, I really don't like doing this style. People book it all the time. I was like, people book it all the time, and I'm just tired of doing it. So I'm gonna raise my price to $450. And he was like, do it. And I kid you not, when I opened my booking for July, I had like 6 people book that style. And I was kind of taken aback because I'm like, damn, like y'all would pay. In my head, I'm like, y'all would pay $450. Like, I'm gonna have to raise this to $500. Because in my head, it's like if 6 people are booking it, obviously I'm not charging enough. Because 6 people looked at that price and said, oh, shit, $450? For sure. You know, this is bohemian box braids. So, like I said, you have to learn to value yourself and put some type of respect on your own name. Now, if you want to go out and do it for $100, then you can be that person that's cheaper. I'm going to say, yeah, go right over there to Brittany. She'll do it for $100. Sometimes those people are good. I actually feel bad for people that I see that are super talented. And like I said, a lot of you guys who come on in my DMs, I tell you guys, like, your work is too good for you to not charge what you think you'll get. You might hear 1,000 no's and 1 yes, and that yes will bring you more clientele. You know, you just have to know. So a part of me was like, when I was reading it, I was just like, these people don't understand. But at the end of the day, y'all don't have to understand. But I just wanted to come on here to educate you guys because, like, I feel like in this industry, and like, if you're trying to be successful, you really got to get out of that mindset. And it takes time. You got to get out of that mindset. There's always going to be people, what? I would never pay. Well, you're never going to be sitting in my chair. And that's just that on that. And I'm not mad about it because I don't want nobody cheap sitting in my chair. And then somebody else was like, well, I would never tip. Like, I don't need you to tip because I'm charging $450. That's what I want to get made. A tip is like extra. A tip is like, oh, you know, thank you for your time. I really love my hair. You know, if you're tipping me $60, that means I'm not charging enough. I don't need a tip because I want $450 and that's what I made. Like, if you're tipping me, that's just out of the kindness of your heart, your generosity. You know, I don't need a tip. But before, like a couple months ago, I had people tipping me $40 and $50. Okay, well, I'm not charging enough because if you got an extra $40 and $50 to give me, then my prices aren't high enough. Now, when you start tipping me $5, $2, okay, now I know where I'm sitting where I need to be. But if you giving me an extra $60, you're telling me like, I think that your work was worth more than what you charged me, and I want to like show you, you know. Now I do have some people who don't tip, but I'm not a stylist who's like, she didn't tip. Like, I don't need you to tip because, like I said, I'm asking for what I want. I want $300 to do this style, and if you give that to me, great. Now, if you balling and you want to give me more, cool. That's cool too. But you know, but I feel like it's different than like a restaurant industry where like they're working at like minimum wage, or I heard sometimes below. So that's different. Like I always tip when I go out to eat or at a restaurant. That's very different. But for me, I'm setting my prices at what I want it to be. So if you want to tip, out of respect, but personally, I'm not the type of person who would be like, oh, she didn't tip, I'm not rebooking her. Like, I'm not that type of person, because I'm gonna get what I want. So I feel like it's people that work a 9 to 5 and expect a raise, right? But when you're a stylist, people are not here for it when you raise your prices. Yeah, you know, I had made a video on my page a long time ago about, because a lot of people want to know how to do your pricing. And I told them that you have to look at cost of living, because that is important. Like I said, hairstylists and stuff, we're trying to survive just like you. I'm trying to buy a house just like you. I'm trying to save money just like you. I'm trying to put into retirement just like you. I mean, when I do decide to have a child and I go on maternity leave, what do you think I'm gonna get paid by a company? Do you think my salon is gonna pay me to be on maternity leave? No, like I have to save my own money. So just like everyday people, hairstylists are trying to elevate too. And so it's very like annoying when people come for us about what we charge for this. Braids are not the same like they were back in the day. Like people back in the day, it was $80. Okay, back in the day, braiding hair was also 2 for $5, and now it's $5 per pack. So what about it? Like, what are you trying to tell me? You know, cost of living is raising, and so are my prices. You know, so people gotta like really zone in and look at that too, you know. But like I said, it takes time. There was a long time I used to charge like $20 to do certain stuff. But I feel like for me, I've really built a brand for myself. You know, this is just me speaking of YouTube. Like my fiance tells me this all the time, because I really don't feel like I'm famous. I don't even consider myself famous. When people like see me and they're like, "Oh my God," I'm just like, I'm really like not a big deal. But my fiance tells me a lot of times, like, I really did build a brand for myself. Like I started with 0 subscribers and I built, you know, I'm over 500,000. I have never paid for promo. I have never asked for shout outs from other YouTubers. I've never done none of that. It was just all a grind. So for me, it's like, I feel like I deserve to like value myself higher and like ask for what I want to ask for, you know? So yeah. Okay, Wife Snatcher, and you already know, like, Wife Snatcher asked me, I think you asked me about pricing one time, and I told you, like, you need to raise your prices because your work looks really good. So, I'm like, what are these people talking about in my driveway? You hear him, Cash? Huh. They making too much noise, huh, baby? Look at his skinny neck, y'all. Look at my skinny baby. Go back to sleep. Yeah. But Bree's about to be in my house tomorrow. When you first started your YouTube, how did you go about getting models for your channel? When I first started my YouTube, I already had clientele. Like I had you know, I had like my regular people, like my friends, my family members. So I would just use them. A lot of times I would just ask to, like, I would be like, oh, I want to do this style. Who wants to get it? And it would be hard finding models, but I would just find them like that. It wasn't really hard. But when I first started YouTube, I did a lot of stuff on myself. Like I did a lot of sew-ins on myself, and I braided my own hair, and that's kind of how I built it. And then I realized it was easier to record on other people, so I started doing that. Cash is a Jack Russell Terrier Chihuahua Poodle mix. So he's 25% Poodle, 25% Chihuahua, and 50% Jack Russell Terrier, which is why his ears, he has terrier ears, and his tail is curly like a terrier. I don't really charge my models. Like I said, most of them, if I ask you to do a video for me, I definitely don't charge. Sometimes I might be like, oh, just get the hair. But no, I usually don't charge my models. They do the same thing with Black-owned businesses. They complain about their prices when it's reasonable price, but don't question Gucci or Chanel. Yeah, and like even just small businesses, like it takes money to make money, and I understand like why Like, I understand why their stuff is priced. It's so crazy because when the whole Black Lives Matter stuff really blew up this year, I was really big on, like, I'm supporting Black businesses. I'm buying from Black boutiques. Like, I'm not about to be doing Fashion Nova and stuff no more. Like, I want to really invest in, like, Black businesses. And when you start to, like, look into them, a lot of that stuff is more expensive than if you were, like, to go to Target and to go to this and to go to that. But, like, they're not buying, like, you have to think, like, corporations, they get so many deals for this and that. Like, I'd rather put my money into the people, even if it's $5 or $10 more, you know? So, this is my brother, y'all. Cash, relax, baby. Sorry, I'm on YouTube Live.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm almost done if you want to leave. Yeah, so it's not always the cheapest option. This is my brother.
Hey, guys, what's happening?
Oh, hell no. Get him, Cash. Oh, hell no.
Killer, he's a killer.
Does he look like me? Show him your face.
Oh, you should. They gotta pay to see this face. No, I don't.
I know, I look better. Way better. That's my nephew's dad.
Yeah, the cute one.
I cut his hair. Y'all look at his haircut.
No, she didn't. She's capping.
Why you didn't just lie?
Yeah, see that? Stripes on the side?
He said, vroom.
She capping.
Looking like you about to run a race. What time you want to leave?
When you done? I've been waiting on you.
All right, let's leave in 10 minutes.
All right.
Come on. Why he leave my door open? So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be traveling, so a lot of you guys will be able to be on my channel. And yeah. Is it easy for you to braid your own hair? I learned how to braid on myself, so I would say yes, but y'all, okay, so yesterday I had one of my clients, I was like, I'm waiting for my hair to grow out so that I could do knotless box braids, because y'all see how much my hair has grown. Y'all probably don't understand, but my hair was shaved all the way down. Like, my hair is hecka long. So my friend was like, well, why don't you just do regular box braids while you're waiting? But I was just like, I don't know if I can grip it. But y'all, I put a box braid literally right here on my sideburn. I thought I was going to die. But it was literally, it was stuck there. I said, oh, I could do box braids on myself. Black people want to hook up all the time. Can't get ahead. Yeah, like, yeah. A stylist had came to our school when I was in school and was basically like, somebody had asked her about charging people, and she was like, I charge all my family full price. I don't personally do that, but y'all, I'm just too nice. That's really what it is. But people were like, what? But yeah, like, it's a business, bro. People gotta start understanding that time is money, man. Time is money. You cannot get time back. So it's really important to value yourself. Like, I think about this when I'm doing hair, and I started to realize this during the quarantine. During the quarantine, I was like forced to cancel all my appointments, and I really got to spend a lot more time with my nephew, a lot more time with my fiance. I got a dog, and I really started to realize, like, man, every time that I'm at home doing hair or I'm at the salon doing hair, regardless of if I'm having fun or not, I'm taking away time from those people, time for my family. Like, I'm still working. And then I started to picture myself. I'm like, okay, like I said, sometimes I was at the salon for like 12 hours, sometimes 14 hours. If I'm working, like, I just started to picture myself like I'm working from 8 a.m. to, let's just say, 9 p.m. at night, right? Let me just picture myself doing that at Target. You know, like, you have to start really valuing your time. Every time I'm doing somebody's hair, that's time that I could be spending with my fiance. That's time I could be spending with my nephew, with my parents who are getting older. That's time I could be taking my dog on a walk, working on my fitness. Like, I'm taking away time for myself to, like, to work or do other stuff. So my time has to be compensated for, you know? So all lost things can be found again except for time wasted, man. And like, you know, if you're working and you're making money, like, I'm not saying that it's time wasted, but you just need to make sure you're making what you need to make, because you can't get that time back. You really can't. And I also, like, if your prices are expensive, and like sometimes I do like to do for other people, or like I said, some of my clients I've outgrown. I'm like, they just can't afford to come to me anymore. I do specials. So like, there was one month at the beginning of the year where I did knotless box braids for $150. I booked hella people, and some of those people returned and some of those people didn't, but I was able to get in some of my old clients. So there's nothing wrong with doing specials every now and then. $150 is like nothing for me. And some of those people, like, they tried to book me again next month, and I'm like, no, it's $240. Like, I was running a special, and they're like, oh, like, I can't afford that. And I'm like, okay, like, it was great meeting you. Like, I mean, you know, look at this dog, y'all. Ooh, I can't show y'all my toes. Look at him. Say, I'm teething, mommy. He's not biting me hard. He just likes to nibble. Yeah, or Leah, that's a very good thing. Incentives for people who like, return. Like, there was times when I offered like a free wash and blow dry for all my returning clients. Or this past month, I can't remember what special I gave them. Oh, I did $50 off for all my returning clients during the quarantine. You can always do stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you know, you still gotta get paid what you want to get paid. Bree's coming over, so I'm about to be doing a lot of videos with her. We already have a couple. Y'all, I can't stand editing. So a lot of my videos don't get posted because of that. Your nails are sharp, baby. Come here. Oh, you want to play? I love you. I love all you guys. Do you prefer perm or natural? I personally, well, if you're asking on me, I would definitely say natural. I just feel like there's so much beauty in natural hair. And once it's permed, I feel like it does kind of like limit the versatility of your hair. I mean, I guess there's like styles you can do with straight hair too, but I feel like the beauty of like natural hair is that it's so full. It can be styled a lot of different ways. I've always been a fan of really big hair. So yeah, I do prefer natural hair, but I also don't really knock people who get perms. I feel like for some people, it's just the easiest thing for them to do. I would never recommend anybody do it, but I do have clients who have perms, and I'm like, I mean, hey, not everybody grows up learning how to take care of their hair, or not everybody is capable of taking care of their hair. So yeah. But I feel like the natural hair kind of hype and movement is so big right now, and it's just bomb to see, because I feel like for a while Black women really just were not happy with their hair. So it's really like, I get so excited to see us like just in our element and our shit looking bomb, and people trying to copy it, but like you trying to copy, but it's not really it though, you know? So I get really excited for that. Yeah. What happened to the wig video? Okay, so the wig video with Brie, I still have to edit it. Something is wrong with my iPhone right now. Like, it's acting hella stupid, and I can't get videos because I recorded it on my old iPhone. I can't get videos off of there onto the computer. So yeah, that's what's happening with that. I just have to edit it, but it actually turned out bomb. If y'all haven't seen her, oh, maybe I could you can also hire an editor if you want. Their professional editors use Final Cut. I went to college. Yeah, so I'm actually teaching my fiance to edit videos for me. I'm really like am the type of person where if I can get it done myself, I would rather get it done. I just have to find the motivation to do it. But the only problem I feel like with me, because I have this problem with my fiance too, is like sometimes when I record a video, because I'm so goofy, I like have a vision for it, and it's really hard to like have that vision portrayed through the video when somebody else is recording it. I mean, editing it, because there'll be like, I might be like, or something, and like, I know I'm doing it because like I'm about to zoom in and do this or that. You know what I mean? And if I have to like sit there and explain every single clip of it, or like how I want it to be portrayed, it's like I would rather just do it myself for quicker. So I'm trying to like work with my fiance so he can kind of like figure out my style and like what I like to show, especially doing videos with Bree, because we're just hella goofy. So yeah, I do have a couple men clients. I don't have a lot, but just a few. I don't really like to do male clients, to be honest with you, just because I don't be feeling like confident like that. Like, I just not confident in my work. Ow, Cash, stop. No. Oh my God, y'all. Look at him. I don't care. No, you're not about to keep biting on me. Yeah, I don't like doing male clients. I've realized that doing it, I just don't. Yeah. My wash routine, does it look like I wash my hair? No, I don't. Just kidding. I use I don't really have a routine. I use a lot of different stuff. I'm like a product junkie. If I really showed y'all how many products I have, y'all would be like, for what? I yeah. Oh, for my clients. Okay, yeah. I can show you my wash routine for my clients because I do have a wash routine. I can actually show you guys. So over the quarantine, I've been like working on some stuff I want to do when I get back into the salon that I used to do in cosmetology school, where you like really sit down and like fill out evaluation forms for every client, because every client is different. Like some clients have dandruff, some have like just dry scalp. So you really have to tailor your wash and blow dry to your client. So yeah. Okay. You said a real editor should know what you like by watching what you have already. You have a style is very apparent. Okay, that's interesting. I never really thought of it like that. I guess if you're a professional editor, that's kind of like your job to figure out like what my style is. So that's a really good point. I thought about having an editor. Maybe it's something I'll look into because I really like, I don't enjoy. Yeah, my eyebrows are microbladed, but I need a wax right now. Yeah, that's a good point. I might look into an editor, and thank you for that. Thank you, Amiko. She said, you're amazing, so please don't let the haters get to you. Honestly, when I get negative comments and when I get haters, it doesn't really bother me. This past video, I only wanted to address it because it's not some, I just felt like the comments were very ignorant. And like I said, just like being in this industry and knowing that people look up to my channel because a lot of them want to be like future braiders or future people in the industry, I really wanted to like educate them on like why it is okay that I charge what I charge and why you should be striving to like value yourself and value your worth. It's not necessarily that I'm like, they're haters and they hate me. I really don't care. There's no reason to hate on me because I feel like I'm hella basic. So yeah, they don't really, y'all, people's negative comments don't really get to me. I just clap back because I feel like it's funny and I'm going to. I didn't enjoy editing either, but it's something I learned while earning the degree, so I like sharing it with people who feel overwhelmed with editing. Thanks a lot. Thanks for that. I tried, like I said, this is one of the things about me is I'm a really do-it-yourself person. I try to really like do everything myself. My little brother is actually famous on Twitch, and he's famous on YouTube, and he's famous on every other social media. He's hella famous on TikTok, and he pays people to do his editing and his like thumbnails. And when he first told me, he wasn't like as big on YouTube and stuff. I was like, why are you charging? I mean, why are you paying for somebody to do something you can do yourself? And he's like, I just don't want to do it. Like, I'm going to focus on other things. And I was like, oh, wow, like, that's interesting. So it's cool to kind of think outside the box like that. He said, I just can't keep still to edit videos. It doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long. Are you Nigerian? Nope. I'm not. I'm Panamanian and black. My dad is from Panama and my mom is from Oakland. I always love saying that. My dad's from Panama. My mom's from Oakland. I'm about to kill this dog, y'all. How does he find his editors? So somebody creates his thumbnails. My brother plays Fortnite. So like his videos and stuff are more like gamer type videos. So I do understand like his thumbnails are a little more high tech than mine. Mine's is just like a picture I took. So he found his people on YouTube. I mean on Instagram. So yeah, Cash is freaking crazy. Cash is crazy. I can't be paying for no editing apps. What apps can I use? iMovie. When I first started YouTube and stuff, I had a Mac, so I use iMovie. Now I use Final Cut Pro because I've kind of upgraded from iMovie, but yeah. Okay, Twitter. Also, a lot of people have been telling me about an app called Fiverr. So yeah, I really do need to get off here. Everybody's like, your brother is waiting. I really do need to go because I'm not even talking about nothing no more. But I hope that this video oh, somebody just sent me a message and said, Bray, I'm kind of sad because I'm timed out for saying crackhead Cash. And the only reason why I said it is because you say Cash is a crackhead. I do. Don't time out people for saying crackhead cash. I love you. I love you, honey. What's your real name? Oh, Summer. Oh, yeah. Let me follow you back. Let me follow back some of my subscribers right now. I just followed you, honey. All right. Can you be the first person to pronounce my name, Damola Omotosho? Shit, I probably fucked that up. Thanks for answering me. You put me on and started my YouTube channel and it's doing great. Oh, that's hecka dope. Braided Nikki. I'm gonna have to subscribe to your channel, girl. Let me go subscribe right now. Yeah, I try to help everybody out. I try to, let me see, braided and I try to help everybody out. I'm not really a selfish person. Okay, sis. I see you. You're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Period. So make sure your watch hours are up so you can get paid. There's enough money for all of us. Okay. How to feed in and cornrow your hair. You're beautiful if this is you. Oh, yeah, this is you, sis, because I see you. Wait, is this you? Yeah, this look like it's you. Okay, with your mannequin head. Period. She said, I don't need a client. That's dope. Your page looks really nice. Make sure y'all go follow her, y'all. Brady Nikki. I just followed you. Okay. Penny, still haven't checked out my channel. And I also need models for my channel. It's not going to tell you that I subscribed, but I just want to show you I subscribed, okay? Because I have my subscriptions hidden because I don't need y'all to know what I be watching. I watch, if y'all knew the type of videos I watch, y'all would be like, why do I follow this weirdo? I watch earwax sucking out videos. I watch crazy stuff. So yeah, but I'm about to get off here, guys. I don't know, should I delete this video or should I leave it sitting up here, because I'm kind of crazy. But yeah, hopefully this video kind of made clarification to that. I'm not going to address any more comments. I'm gonna just let people run up the comments, just run my money up. Okay, so if they okay, I'll leave it up. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave it up there. Like, I'm not gonna address any more comments about, oh my gosh, he charges $450. Like, yeah, I said what I said. So I hope this really was like put some stuff into perspective for you guys, because it was really sitting on my chest and I really could not not say. Also, Toya, I'm just gonna say this because you in here and I don't feel like texting you. If you want to come over so we could sign this stuff for Dean a little bit later today, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe Monday when you get off work or something, the package is ready to be shipped. Okay, we got some stuff for one of our subscribers because he was sick for a little bit, so we just wanted to send him a care package. Okay, cool. I have to go to Stockton, but when I get back, I'll send you a text. I'll shoot you a text. So yeah, I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. Me and Bree is coming over tonight. I think she's moving in with me for like a couple weeks. I told her, baby, you can't be over here and doing everything you do. If you coming over here, you're quarantined. So me and Bree are gonna be together for about 2 weeks. So we'll be on live. I think she's gonna try to prank me, y'all, because she been acting weird. So I'm just trying to keep my antennas, you know. I'm gonna have to sleep like this. Can't sleep with both my eyes closed. I don't trust her. So yeah, I might have to do a little prissy prank on her, but I can't tell y'all because, you know, y'all might be in her DMs right now telling her what Pana's talking about. So yeah, I'm gonna be on live with Bree. For sure, if not tonight, probably tomorrow. I might try to do a little quick prank. She asked me to do her hair, so I might have to, you know, do something sneaky. But yeah. I guess I will see y'all later. I'm about to go run some errands, make some moves. Yeah, I'm coming to Stockton. K-Swift, I'm coming to your city. I'm about to pull up. I'm about to pull up on you. Just kidding. So yeah, I guess I'll see y'all later. I love you guys so much. I'm actually about to drop a video in about, oh my dog almost fell off the couch. I'm actually about to drop a video in about an hour, so make sure y'all go run up them likes. It is how to pre-part for small knotless box braids. I love you guys. Run up your prices, chase your bag, sis, and I will catch you guys in my next video.